Hi, I'm Matt.
And I'm Tom.
And this is actually a park bench.
It is at Alexandra Palace. And as usual, we have twote our location.
No one's found us yet, but it has only been 5 minutes. It's the most gettable picture we've done yet, so we are expecting something.
But I didn't put the big clue in there, which is the enormous Alexandra Palace behind us. So we'll see if anyone joins us.
And we have a path in front of us for the next couple of videos, so
People
anything could happen.
Yeah.
It's a Sunday afternoon. It's quite busy.
I'm not in the big overcoat for once.
It's the first time.
Direct sunlight that you keep putting your head in, so I'm in shadow. But yeah, direct sunlight. Yes,
it's the first time we're not in coats, I think.
Yes. So kit.
We
get asked quite a bit what kit we use to make our videos.
Oh, what did you do with that? How did you do that? What do you use for your bench? What do you use for your bench? So,
let's start with the bench.
Start with the bench. The whole point of this is to make it as portable and simple as possible because why try any harder? It's some visuals to go with the podcast. So, the camera we are using is a Sony RX100 Mark II. I think it's my pocket camera. Yep. Very, very nice. Very nice pocket camera.
And surprisingly good for the money.
I got it because it for photos, because it does f1.8 or something really. It means it can take good photos in very low light.
And it's got a proper optical zoom.
Yes. And it fits in my pocket.
Yeah, and it's lovely. And it's just on a cheap tripod that I got from Amazon literally 15 years ago. And that's the video for this.
Is that the first thing they sold after books? What,
tripods? You know, it was when Amazon were starting to do kit and equipment and things like that for the first time. And it was like £6 or something like that.
Oh,
it's
cool.
lasted remarkably well.
It's like...
Yeah. So that's the park bench for video.
And we've done a few cutaways with phones, because we both got iPhones.
Yes.
They do very good video anyway.
Yeah. Yes, most of my videos that I'm making on my own, so if I don't have the external shot of me, most of my videos are done on iPhone 5S, probably soon to be upgraded after it took a little bit of a dip in Estonia.
Or iPhone 6 if I'm a bit.
Or iPhone 6. Or a GoPro. Because GoPros, if you try and avoid doing the really wide shot, because fisheye lens looks about 3 years ago now.
Yes.
If you avoid doing really wide fisheye lens, when I'm doing a selfie shot, I am recording on a GoPro in 2.7K. And I'm cropping that down to 1080 and stabilising it first to take out handshake, and then putting that on 1080.
You've already got a video about warp stabilizer.
Yeah, a long time ago. But yeah, it works.
Yeah.
And that goes into Adobe Premiere and After Effects for any graphics.
Audio-wise, so for the bench, we specifically bought this microphone because we sit outside in the wind.
What is it?
It is a Rode...
Point at your face, mate. Point at your face.
It is a Rode NTG2. Yes, a Rode NTG2. It's a broadcast shotgun microphone. It's very directional, so if I do that, you probably can't hear me as well. But then again, after we've recorded everything, I put it through Adobe Audition, put a massive bastard of a compressor over it.
That's the technical term. Favourites. Massive bastard of a compressor. You say that?
Yes.
Back when we were doing university radio, there was a mysterious compression setting that always seemed to, every time they reinstalled Audition, the compression setting, which was called dynamic process the out of it, would always mysteriously reappear, and that was me every time. So, they've removed my setting again. And it cranked everything up to ridiculous levels, but it was university radio, so it didn't really matter. It just, whatever you shouted into a mic, it worked.
So the compression, the dynamics processing that I put on it is basically so then it makes all the loud bits slightly quieter. Yeah. And all leaves the level of the quiet bits the same, so then you don't have to crank your headphones up or your speakers up every time that we say something a little bit quieter.
Yeah, so when we go quiet like this, you can still hear us, it won't be full volume.
You'll hear the background noise will probably come up.
But then I can immediately lean in and talk like this.
That might have clipped.
Okay, that might have clipped, but it will be fixed in post, so no one...
You don't get a shock in your ears.
Hopefully no one... Oh, God, what's he doing there?
And that's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to do when you got a microphone.
What's that going into, by the way?
That is going into. Hold it.
Holding that.
May as well show you.
Oh yeah, I should point this at your face, shouldn't I?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So, I have got a lovely multi-track recorder. Quite pricey.
Yes,
but I've got it so then we can do tech diff anywhere we so please.
Yeah, we could basically do citation needed from a park bench thanks to this thing now.
This is the Roland R44. It is a multi-track recorder. You can put 4 things in. They have my favourite connector in them. Oh yes, going full geek on you. This is a Neutrik combination XLR jack connector. That is my favourite. You can put either in it.
Oh, so you can take like the big audio jacks go straight in and XLR cables go straight in. Right. The one type of mic it can't handle is the mic I generally use when I'm filming off my own or when I've got a lapel clip, which is a Rode SmartLav Plus.
We're all about the Rode, aren't we?
Yeah, with this, they make really good microphones.
And cheaply.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. This sounds like a professional 200 quid lav mic. Lav being the clip-on just here.
It sounds very close to.
Yeah, it's not quite there, but it's good enough for like all practical purposes.
So, it's about just under 100 quid, I think.
No, that thing is 40 quid.
Is it 40 quid?
That is £40.
Wow.
That's why I bought it.
So it's a clip-on mic. It's got a little jack connector on it.
Yes.
And that can go straight into your phone.
Yes. If you actually want to plug it into a proper recorder, and I use a Zoom H1, then you have to...
Which is the lowest end of proper recorder.
Yeah, but you plug a mic into it with an adapter for this one, and it just works. And it's good enough. Because when you're filming with a GoPro like this anyway, it's not a big step up, but it means that the wind noise is less.
GoPro audio isn't the best. It's better than nothing. Well, I think we did an entire episode of Citation Needed with it because I forgot to hit go on the audio recorder.
We did. No, I think that became the lost episode or something like that. No, it didn't. We kept it for the first 2/3, yeah. But it will work. So,
my headphones, you'll have seen them in Citation Needed. We're just going to list all the kit we've got on us and other stuff we use. My headphones, I like DT770 Pros. They're very, very, very comfy.
So if you were starting out as... If someone wanted to do a park bench style thing, if you were starting out as a vlogger, what would you pick? What of this kit? I would go for the SmartLav straight away. I wish I'd bought the SmartLav months earlier because it's just that levels you up from to that will do really, really cheaply compared to everything else.
Audio is king.
Yeah.
People will notice audio before they'll notice video.
Yeah.
Because when you've got the shaky stuff, they even put it on the news, shaky video footage of something that's happening. As long as you can hear what's happening, it's fine. And what you really want is...
What you really want.
You can have something that was filmed on a potato, and as long as it sounds fine.
Oh man, we once thought about filming something on a potato. Oh yeah, that was one of the pitches. So when I was doing YouTube's field day thing, we pitched a lot of stuff. And one of the things that made it through the first couple of stages of development to see if it was possible was trying to literally film something on a potato.
And we realised, we thought about you can get those little potato-powered clocks.
Yes, yeah.
And think, okay, well, it would need a few more potatoes to power a little keychain camera.
Yeah, so we were thinking we would embed the keychain camera. What are they called? The
808?
808.
Not the drum, the camera.
Yeah, 808 keychain camera, which can't take that. It's a little cell battery. And you shove that in a potato, and then you hook that potato up with a lot of things, and you hook it up to a few potatoes. 1 potato, 2 potatoes, 3 potatoes, 4. More.
So it turns out they don't use cell batteries, they use lipos, which store a lot of energy. And those are the ones that explode on planes quite often. And there are loads of restrictions around them because they have so much energy in them. Mm-hmm. We got to the point in the meeting where I was like, so how many potatoes?
At which point you went and you did maths.
Was it like 50,000?
No, I think it was...
30,000.
It was somewhere... It was either 4 or 5 digits, depending on which assumptions you made about the battery and how long you'd need to power it.
Wait. Can we please cut in the footage I have of like 1 or 2 buckets of potatoes I had in my living room? Because that took hours.
So we genuinely thought it might be possible, and Field Day would have probably been up for it. They could have found... Because at Field Day took me over to California and we did all that over there. Like, it would have probably been in the budget to find enough helpers to make that work. And then we looked at 10,000 potatoes and went, we can do better with things for this.
Yeah. And then, like, we would have been able to find somewhere to donate the potatoes, but it is a bit of a waste.
Yeah. It's a lot of...
And a lot of it, because every potato you have to put in a bit of copper and a bit of zinc, if I remember rightly, to make... Nah.
Anyway, so we didn't use potatoes.
We were talking about kit. How did we get onto potatoes?
You said
filmed on a potato.
Yeah, because audio was king.
Yes. So, if you're starting out... if you're starting out and have no money whatsoever and you have something that can film stuff, just do that.
Yeah, your phone. Literally your phone. Whatever phone you have, if you have a smartphone, then you have enough to make a video for YouTube.
If you're interesting enough and captivating enough,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. People watch
Yeah.
for what they're watching for.
Yeah, and the GoPro, if you don't have a video editing tool, I guess Windows Movie Maker is still going, but the GoPro editing software will work on footage that isn't GoPro friendly.
Is that free?
Yeah, it's free. Or at least it was last I checked. I think so.
I'm lucky enough to be Apple-based with everything, so that
Yeah.
comes with free iMovie.
Yep.
And for iPhones, you can download iMovie for free,
Yeah.
I think.
Windows will work with the GoPro software. Sony Vegas, I'm told, is very good for the price. If you can get Adobe Creative Suite, do.
If you're a student, you can get great discounts on that.
Yes, with the caveat that Adobe Premiere does not handle variable frame rate footage. And I've seen friend after friend of mine go, why is video and audio slipping out of sync in this really fancy, expensive editing software? It's because it's not designed for footage from this thing. It's designed for pro footage. Speaking of pro footage, the last bit of segue. The last, not dong, whumph. Someone's going to sample that. I know someone's going to sample that.
By the way, well done whoever noticed the stupid thing that on the Estonia video where we looked the other way to the swipe.
You know why that was? I forgot to reverse the swipe effect. That was...
I thought you did it on purpose. I thought it was hilarious.
No, I didn't.
There were a couple of people commented about that.
Complete mess up. Your pro video camera, for when we're doing really proper stuff like going out to Estonia or going out to Finland or something like that.
So it's actually just my photo camera. It's a Canon 7D DSLR. Which I got for photos because I did a bit of that on the side before I had a full-time job. But it does video in full HD with lovely lenses. You can get a nice depth of field. The lenses I have are a 24 to 105. I think it's an L. L means slightly fancier. And that is what I'll do the majority on because it's handy for up close and it's got a bit of zoom on it.
It's always weird when we combine GoPro footage and that.
Yeah.
Because the footage looks gorgeous, but by that point I'm used to the GoPro turning up the sharpness and everything, turning up everything, making it... because you can point a GoPro at pretty much anything and it will work.
Yeah.
And I get to your footage and I go, why does that look so muddy? And it doesn't. It looks amazing.
And GoPro's got some inbuilt
It's
processing.
just-
It's got like Instagram's just do it button.
Lux. I don't know what Lux does. It's the, all right, make it look good.
With a little bit of luck, we can make it through the night. That's a DJ Luck and MC reference there.
That's an old school reference.
Yes, so I have that DSLR, I have a 24 to 105 lens, I occasionally I've got a 50mm prime lens. You can get one, if you've got a DSLR and thinking, how do I get that gorgeous depth of fieldy shot with, you've got a tiny bit in focus and the rest's all blurry and it looks really cool. You can get one of those for 75 quid new, I think.
All right.
50mm 1.4. It's made of plastic. I've broken 2 of them because they're really chunky and I'm really clumsy. But it looks lovely.
Yes. So
you can get
that's
second-hand for cheaper as well.
What else? Yeah, the best camera is the one you have. The best audio kit is the one you have.
Yeah.
There was a cut there because Matt Gray completely lost his train of thought.
Choo choo.
Out the station. Out the station, never again. Matt Gray's train of thought now stopping at the clouds, space, and little tiny birds for some reason. We don't know why.
And now you've said space, I have the female of the species going around my head. That song from the 90s. What is it with 90s music in me right now?
When did you grow up?
The 90s.
There we go, moving on. We still need to tell the story about that gig we went to with everyone from the 90s.
We are going...
when we get Tim on the bench.
We have been threatening you with getting Tim on the bench.
Yeah.
We will get Tim on the bench.
We'll get Tim on the bench.
So, basically, start off with what you've got.
Yes.
If that is the best thing you can, because if you're captivating, you're interesting, people will watch it. People don't watch anything because it was filmed on the Red camera or a Alexa or anything crazy like that. Those are expensive film cameras. Actually, people go see things because they're filmed in IMAX, but that's a completely different.
And there are the folks like, what's his name, Devon Supertramp, who are both doing incredible things and making it look spectacular.
Yeah.
But they're going off on 1 week shoots to create 3 minutes of video.
Yeah.
If you have that budget, brilliant. If you don't, get your camera out, point it at yourself, and that will get you started.
So people watch for what you're doing, not for...
Yeah.
I assume no one's watching this because we're filming it on my handycam.
Yeah. I just assume no one's watching this.
And so we started off with just phones and GoPros because...
That's what we had.
That's what we had. Hell, remember when the GoPro was an investment?
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Your first GoPro? Was like,
no,
wow.
my first GoPro was a GoPro 3.
You had a 2.
Which I... Did I have a 2? I did, I had a 2.
You broke it in a car or something, didn't you?
Yeah, third person driving. Yeah, I never... It wasn't rolling at the time, which was really annoying. I left it on the back of the car absent-mindedly outside its case, got distracted by something, and I think it was Ollie drove off. And it wasn't until we finished that lap, it's like, where did that camera go? So that, and that was a big thing at the time, because like there was a lot of money spent on that. And like now YouTube is my job. This is what I do, and you know, you work out investments and return things and stuff like that is tax deductible or wonderful things like that. But
The wonderful world of freelance.
yeah. But at the time, that was a major investment, and you just keep. And now, major investment is that audio recorder and that microphone and whatever else we're doing next.
So as we've grown, as you've grown, the kit's grown with us.
Well, it's grown with you. Let's be honest.
Well, yeah.
I still live in a flat the size of a shoebox.
And I happen to like having a nice kit.
It's worked out well.
Yeah.
It's worked out well.
You provide the content, I provide the stuff. And the lols. Are you laughing? Are you laughing?
What's Whitney Houston's favourite type of coordination?
I don't know.
And I